Hello and welcome back to this channel. So I thought it would be nice for me to share with you a presentation that I did for my course, for my assignment, and just a little background before actually sharing the presentation. So we had to, for one of our assignments, do a presentation, and I chose to do it on a proposal that I did last semester. So this proposal was on Black men, depression, and also an intervention. So for the presentation, you're going to see it's only one out of three studies that I did for my proposal. So the first study, I think, was this one in terms of a qualitative research looking at the barriers to actually seeking professional help and also the experiences of Black men, not only in the UK but also in Kenya. And then the second one was another qualitative research. And then the third one was an intervention. So, an intervention of exercise in terms of depressed men in the UK and depressed men in Kenya. So, that was my proposal. And I really enjoyed actually writing that. And I think I've done it in like 3 days because I was quite passionate about this topic and it was a really interesting one. So I thought instead of doing a presentation on my dissertation and systematic review, which is very similar, let me do it on something I did last semester because I was quite passionate about that topic. And yes, before sharing that video, I did want to say the reason why I had this idea to do this proposal is because I volunteered abroad 2 years ago and it was a nice experience. And I realized that when I worked in the UK in a mental health place, I realized that the Black men in the UK, they'll usually refer to the service because of what is it called? Because of there was sections, so that was kind of like a last result in coming to the service. But I realized in Kenya it was usually like friends or family members who would actually refer them to the service. So I kind of thought to myself that in seeing the experiences of Black men in the UK and Kenya, I wanted to see if their experiences would differ based on basically what I witnessed in working in both clinical settings in the UK and also in Kenya. So I thought that would be great. And I also thought that if someone, wanted to sponsor this research, I could also contact the clinic that I worked for and hopefully kindly ask them if they would be interested in this research. So if you are a lecturer or someone who is into research and this is something you would like to collab with, please email me. I'll be more and happy and delighted to actually put out something that I'm passionate about into research as well, and also helping other people. That's what this channel is about, helping other people help themselves. So without further ado, also as well, yes, without further ado as well, make sure you leave your comments. What are your thoughts on Black men and mental health? What are your experiences? If you've worked or even if you know someone who's been referred, because that would be really interesting to just know your thoughts, your ideas, and also if you have any questions for me, leave it below as well. And I just find it really interesting because we're living in a time where people are seeing the need to really go into this area of topic. And I done this proposal last semester, so we had this assignment. I believe it was due in December, but then I think we had some extra time because of the strike. So it was just something I was passionate about, and I really see the need for this, especially in mental health settings. So yes, hope you enjoy the presentation, and I'm so grateful as well because this presentation ended up being quite a good mark, and I just really saw that in my career in psychology or in my career in research, it shows the strengths and weaknesses. You may get quite a low grade and get disheartened, but remember as well, it's about what you're passionate as well, and some things are easier than others. So enjoy and see you later. Bye.
Hello, my name is Ruth, and today's topic is on Black men, depression, and the barriers to treatment. So, why study this area? Across the globe, depression is the most common health problem. Depression can be categorized as a person feeling unhappy, sad, discouraged for long periods of time, and this affecting their everyday life. Symptoms of depression could include 5 or more symptoms such as loss of interest, loss of pleasure, low mood, poor self-care, oversleeping, undersleeping, or even feeling suicidal. In regards to mental health, reports have shown that black males are more likely than white males to experience severe mental health issues. Additionally, black males compared to white males are less likely to receive care for depressive disorders. Also from 2004 to 2013, it was demonstrated that black youths were less likely to receive treatment for depression than their white peers. These barriers to treatment in the black community thus result to individuals relying on self-medication such as drugs and alcohol or even isolation to solve their mental health issues. Previous studies in exploring the black male's experience with mental health and the barriers to treatment have only been conducted in older black men in America. Thus, this qualitative study aims to gain a wider scope of black men, depression, and barriers to treatment by exploring the barriers to treatment and the culturally endorsed coping strategies amongst black British men and black Kenyan men. So how did we conduct this study? This study used qualitative research with semi-structured interviews. The participants of this interview were 30 black British men and 30 black Kenyan men, and all these men had to have at least had a mild symptom of depression. All participants were from the age of 18 to 35 years old in order to look at the younger population of depressed black men. The methodology theory used was thematic analysis used to analyze the interviews. And in analyzing the interviews, there were 3 key areas. Area number 1 was the belief about depression amongst black British men and black Kenyan men. Area number 2 was barriers to seeking treatment for black British men and black Kenyan men. And area number 3 was coping strategies for depressed black British men and black Kenyan men. We saw that both from the black British and the black Kenyan men that they were able to identify several instances within their community that had impacted their experiences with depression and also their treatment attitudes and behavior. So how does this study contribute to existing research? The findings provide a great insight into the stigmas surrounding mental health in the black communities and also the barriers to seeking professional help. Who benefits from this study? Black males especially, but also mental health professionals, as this can provide insight in understanding what the barriers to seeking help is and also providing strategies. And what are the ideas for future research? So future research could include interventions for depressed black males such as exercise, such as CBT, in order to provide solutions for black men who have depression. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a lovely day. And if you have any questions, send me an email, and hope this brought a new insight to you in the area of black men depression and the barriers to treatment. So take care